afternoon, everybody. Sorry about that. I got halfway down the road, my daughter said, I didn't change my contacts. I'm going to be late for a meeting.
Shoot.
Guess we can all stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. All right, today is Monday, July 6th, here in the Commissioner's Room, our 1 o'clock meeting. First on the agenda is Craig with maintenance.
Afternoon. Run through a couple updates real quick. They started painting on the clock face. Still waiting on the flashing for around the clock. Once Kramer gives me an update on that, I'll have one for you guys. We did have 2 more condensate pumps go out over at the courthouse last week for the units. So it's ongoing with that.
Have we had any that you've already replaced that we've replaced again?
Yeah. This is be a total of 6 of them that we've replaced. So for a few of them, this is the 3rd go around for the 3rd floor. That's been 5 so far on the 3rd floor.
Is there any warranties just on that pump itself or any?
It says there's a 3-year warranty, but I called Dunlap about it and we've already got a lot of warranted ones. So I don't know if they're going to keep honoring that or not. I'm still in conversation with them to see how that works out. I think we're.
Is there another brand? Is there is there something that?
We'll have to re-pipe them, but I think we go. They're a little bit better built and last longer. It's a little called, I think if I remember right, it's called a Little Giant. It dumps down into another kind of reservoir, and then it pumps out from there. They last longer, they're a little bit better, but it's going to cost, I can't remember the exact cost, I don't even want to say it, to switch to them.
So do we have any recourse to go back on that, on Verigy for this? I mean, there's a difference between, something going out and just not being out of warranty, but this is a pretty extensive amount of issues we're having. Is that something we should get John to look at to see if we can?
I think we should, yeah. I mean, I don't know, I mean, obviously, I only have that one contact.
Right.
But we need John to look into it, and then I try to make another phone call and see if I can get somewhere. And
I mean, that's pretty exciting. I mean, with all the issues we've had, I mean, it's almost like a lemon law type issue to me.
Yeah, it's really starting to feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that, Roger. But I'll say one thing, it's very frustrating with how much money that has been spent over there. And then we continue to be dealing with it. Mm-hmm. So maybe when John gets here, remind me and we'll ask him to look through the contract or, maybe a letter on his behalf of something directly to them.
Yeah. So do you have all of it documented on what we've replaced as far as how many times we've replaced them?
I can't remember if I documented on each box or not, but I should have notes somewhere on my desk. It's kind of a cluster.
Yeah, okay, just I think maybe, I mean, we'll see what he says, but maybe I'll start trying over the next week or 2, maybe try to pull some of that stuff together, because I know we'll have to have that data if we pursue anything.
Yeah, because I just now, like I said, April or May, I can't remember, I had to look back. That's when I just started stockpiling the pumps.
Yeah.
Did they supply you with some of them at some point?
I asked Dunlap, I called them beginning of last month, and asked them if they would warranty some of these pumps, and they just ordered us 8 pumps and didn't cost us anything. So they probably won't do that again.
Okay.
But that was just done.
Do we know what these would be costing us if they were coming out of our pocket?
I can get a price on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because I mean, if we're talking something minuscule, you know, I kind of get it, but I mean,
How
I
many,
do think.
how many pumps are in the courthouse?
34?
And then we've already replaced the whole third floor one time already, almost all the way through, and they're not even a little over a year old. I mean, that, to me, That's a problem.
That is a problem.
Because the first time they all got replaced was a sensor issue, and they had to go get reservoirs added onto it, and now we're back to slowly going out.
yeah.
When these go out, are they causing damage? Water damage
Depends if I can catch it in time.
in time, okay.
Since one went out Monday, I had Travis come in and look at it, and then one went down Friday on the third floor, and it did leak out a little bit of water onto ceiling tiles.
Is there, like, I mean, you've been switching them out, or has Dunlap been doing it?
Well, Dunlap did it when I was off Monday,
Okay.
and since nobody was here Friday, I just shut the unit down and left it for today. But it takes about an hour to switch one of the pumps out.
And how many do you currently have left?
I have probably 12 pumps now.
And did you say it before, but how many of them have you replaced?
I've
since-
replaced 6 of them so far.
6.
And then you've been having humidity, high levels in third floor yet as well?
Yes.
It's
And
not
part
being
of that
controlled.
is a boiler with an outdoor temperature sensor. We just kind of got that figured out with temperatures cooling down. The temperature for the boilers would be up about 120 where it needs to be at, but as the day progresses, it drops down to about 102, 103 for water temp. So then the cooling side overpowers the heating, so it's dumping more humidity, moisture in the air than it should.
So let's see what John says. But clearly, it's very frustrating. So. All right, what else is going on?
I've requested an update proposal, estimates for the roofing, since it's been past 30 days. I still haven't received anything from Kramer, so I figure once I get the updated ones, I'll bring them in to you guys at the next meeting.
Okay.
And then I have the information that you requested for the pest control for the as-needed calls. I laid a copy of Cardinals up there. They have a list of everything they treat for on the bottom of that page.
I'm gonna stop you. So is this for all buildings or
This-
just these two buildings?
This is for the courthouse, annex, the jail, and the 2 EMS buildings.
For the annex, the courthouse, the jail, and the two EMS buildings?
Yes.
So everything minus the county garage.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This one needs sprayed right now. We done killed 2 spiders in this one.
The Cardinal,
Does that add up to $1,000 to you guys for each one of these, since it's not totaled? Is that what you guys?
So you
That-
have an estimate from
Cardinal,
Cardinal and,
Plunkett's, the same ones that I brought in last time. And I have, excuse me, estimate from Cardinal Pest Control. You also wanted an as-needed price on the buildings. And as-needed for all the buildings, they have different pricing for that. And the total for that was $1,775.
what's the monthly?
The monthlies, courthouse,
Total monthly?
yeah, 250 for the courthouse. This is as needed.
What if they're doing it every month?
They have that contract there.
What is it, Mark?
The total is, $1,035.
And what about for the other one, Plunkett?
I don't have that one in front of me.
Ben with Plunkett's is also here. If you guys have any questions or anything, he brought the as needed, get these right real quick. The Versailles jail for Plunkett's, their yearly, what the contract is, I don't know which one you want, the monthly fee or the yearly. Let's see, monthly.
I think is what we were trying to do is compare the monthly first, right?
They're all different.
Yes.
Yeah,
For each
right. So
building.
we knew what to see if it was any cheaper than the contract for the year. Yeah.
The call as needed is going to cost a lot more.
Hammering me in the brain.
If I can assist any.
No, it's okay, I'm just having to add my end, I'm not very good at it.
Because I got a total monthly, if we were to do this monthly, $1,035.
For Cardinal.
And then if we sign the contract, is this the same exact thing they would be doing every month?
Yes, as they're doing now, nothing changes. That's why up there for EMS and the EMS buildings, they were wanting bed bugs and I can't remember what else they were wanting. And the jail was also wanting treatments for bed bugs too, right, lady? I think. So with Cardinal, that would be additional cost on top of that, because he didn't give me pricing for that.
Right. So it's, and the last month, do you remember what the yearly contract was for Cardinal? I'm thinking it was 11,000.
It was, yeah, 11 something.
Right, so that's actually, I mean, right at 11, if we don't do a contract through Cardinal, the same exact service, if we had them do it every month, would end up costing us about $1,500 more if we do a monthly instead of a contract. Is that about what you come up with?
$12,420.
Right, 1,000, 12, I mean, about $1,200 probably right in there, something like that. Okay, so we know what that is. So can we talk about Plunkett's? So you ready to talk?
This is my first city council, so I'm just waiting for
Okay.
you guys to.
Okay, so the last month, the last meeting, we had the yearly contract for your company, and it was
8,000 something, I forgot that paper.
right, so, yeah, whatever, I think it was a little less than $8,500. Okay, so now, do we have a breakdown for what the monthly would be to do the same exact service, just not signing a contract?
As needed.
So
Yeah.
as needed, if we did that, it goes by individual costs for the actual treatments. So for instance, like a stinging insect treatment, if there were to be, let's just say, for example, a beehive, hornet hive, something like that on the side of the building or in the grounds, those start at $150 and then can go up just based on hourlies that are going to go after that. Then when you get into things like bed bugs and cockroaches, it starts getting up into the $450 starting range. Now, obviously, those are different things. When we have them on contract, we can knock, 15 to 20% off of those. But that's why we normally try to do everything on these yearly contracts, because everything's built into that outside of extreme versions of bed bugs and cockroaches. So for example, if the jail were to have a small issue with bed bugs, let's say on a certain cot, we would get that call in and we would immediately reach out to give them instructions as to how to handle it as far as immediately. And then we would get a time to come out here and do a treatment, and then we would actually treat that. And that would actually be within a callback, is what we would call it, on a $0 ticket.
Okay, so if we sign we sign your yearly contract for this 8,500, whatever it is, that's going to, unless something extreme happens.
Correct.
We're going to be no more out of pocket throughout the year.
Correct.
Okay.
That's why.
Once a month in every building, correct?
Correct. And that is with bait stations around buildings for rodent protection. That is also with a fly trap that we are adding into the jail on their request. And I forgot the name of it, but the intake on the north side, they had that small room there. They asked for some extra fly control in there. And I actually built into their program fly control on the outside too, for like fly baiting around the trash areas and things like that, to try and really minimize that in that area.
And then is everything at the jail covered that they want covered? Do you know, Lee? Is there anything additional we have to pay for down at the jail?
No, but I was just gonna ask, you mentioned the bed bug stuff for the jail. EMS, what if another county office has a small issue with that? Is it all covered under your contract?
So if it's building outside what it's contracted for, it would fall under the special rate. However, we do what we call friends and family, and that would technically be within the family for you guys, and that would be a discounted rate on that.
So any space within the jail facility, that building
premise that is considered jail property is covered under that contract.
Okay, because we haven't, there was a bed bug issue in one of those offices downstairs up there several years ago. But that would be covered under this.
Okay, all right, okay. And then is that with this contract, does that cover all the buildings we've been talking about?
Yes, it covers all four.
Everything except the county highway garage?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right. So now I have one question. Does that include anything exterior of the building? Does that cover any type of a yard sidewalk spray? Somebody said there's ants all over the sidewalk over to courthouse. Does that cover any of that?
So, under the label of the law, which is what our company always follows, we'd have to have another license to be able to treat what we call casting or open grass. However, there is spot treatments and things else that we have in our pocket. There's language that we can use to get around some of those. Now, as far as like spraying all of the grass around all of these buildings for, let's say, for example, a mosquito treatment, that's a different license.
Right.
However, if it's something like ants out on the sidewalk or a yellow jacket nest in the ground near one of the bushes out in the parking, that's covered.
Okay, but that would be.
We would
pay-
expect Craig to take care of that with a gas can.
Yeah, but we would pay under the special circumstances for that. That's not covered under the yearly contract?
No, those examples that I just gave would be covered under the contract.
Okay.
Those would be what we would call callbacks. Those are
Okay.
things that are issues that technically are going to affect this building as a whole
Okay.
or the, individual places.
So that's taken, so the yearly contract sounds to me like the way we should go. So I got one other question for me. To do your yearly treatment or your monthly treatment just say this building, how long does it take to do that treatment?
So I think if I actually build that out correctly, let me see here what I had you guys at. Apologies. So that was at the 180 a month treatment. Chemical cost. I build that then at an hour to an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay.
But that's given time. So that's also, some treatments might be a little shorter. There also might be times where they come in and there are offices specifically that need to be hit that maybe are not on the normal path, that we will definitely hop in and take care of. Obviously, we don't want anybody dealing with issues. For example, the spiders that you've been talking about. It might be in an office that's off the directed beaten path of what we would call common area. And then we would just say, okay, what office is that? And he would give us that. We would step in there with his key or permission, and
Okay.
we would get that
Yeah.
treated.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't us come in 5 minutes in this building and be gone and we're paying. So I just wanted to clarify
Yeah.
that. So,
We.
Yeah.
You guys have any more questions that you want to bug him with? Sorry.
They also do have what you call it, a service report.
Okay.
They do email in.
Yep, we do everything digital through what we call the portal.
okay.
So everything would be able to be like logbooked, so to speak, where you guys would be able to look up everything for each individual site. And I'll actually try to work with my side of the company and get them to where they can put all 5 sites on one logbook. That way, everything is all contained for you guys. So if an auditor, anybody has questions, you guys want to look into things, it's literally at the click of a button.
So I have a question. So you won't be coming in our offices? Like Cardinal comes in our offices?
We
right
will be
now?
coming into any and all spaces that you guys dictate.
Oh, okay.
That's how I
I'm
build
just
it out.
asking. I don't care really, as long as I don't have any bugs in there.
So the existing, how long do they come in every office? How long or do they just walk in real quick? spray
Yeah,
on the
they
wall?
just walk in and just spray. I mean, they don't bother us. They just walk in and spray and go walk out.
But
Yeah.
currently, we're not getting any of the outside stuff done.
Right.
Is that what we established the last time?
It was about, I think it was like once every 3 months, if I remember right.
But
Like
whatever
we-
Cardinals using isn't working. They were just here last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't want to discourage, I don't want
I'm
to
not
discredit them.
disrespecting
Right, yeah,
them by
but
no means.
I mean,
I'm
I
just
think
saying,
we,
like, something's
I
not
appreciate
working.
you coming in. I think we
Absolutely.
have enough data to now look at from the numbers to know that, it would be a benefit to do a yearly contract.
Yep.
So, I mean, we've got we don't have the exactly 2 numbers. I don't know, do we want to we want to vote on that today and figure?
I think we should.
Yeah.
For meeting minute purposes, Amy, would you like that exact number?
I can run down and grab the paper real quick.
Yeah, so if,
Want me to?
if Craig will do that, then we can make a formal motion on it and be done.
Absolutely,
Sounds-
sounds good to me.
What was Cardinals 11?
He's going to get it. Those are the 2 numbers he's getting.
Yeah.
And he also has a direct line to me too, so at all, you guys have any other questions, concerns, anything like that, feel free to actually get my number from him and reach out to me directly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll get that. Was it that quick? So what's the dollar amount of that lowest one?
So the dollar amount for Plunkett's is $8,280. That's a year.
And that would be a yearly contract starting immediately, basically, starting, because we're
The
under,
moment they're signed, I will be setting up time to come down, and honestly, if it's one of those things where they're signed by the end of this week, I'll have everything ready in place, and I'll be coming down next week.
okay, then we're under no type of contract through the other company at all, right?
Nope.
And what's this monthly, 11, do you
Uh,
know?
11,270.
Thank you.
And does Cardinal come on their own now, or do they come when you call them?
They come on their own. He kind of, I can't remember when he came last time. I had to look back.
He ain't been here, it was just not too long.
Yeah, it
Okay,
wasn't
alright.
too long ago, so we have time to call
There you
him
go.
and talk to him.
Yep, so I'll make a motion to accept the lowest bid from Plunkett for the yearly contract on the pest control.
And do we have a second?
I'll have a second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 If-
Sign all these and scan them together.
Honestly, you can go into emails and sign them, or those can be signed, and we can digitally upload them if I have copies.
Yeah.
Which way would you like to do it, Mike?
Do you-
Normally, we do digital signatures for the contract.
If you guys are, if I do it digitally?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Craig, have Craig give you my email address and just make sure
You'll
that,
be the point of contact for Craig, is that
Me
correct?
and Mike.
Right, I say, I want to make sure Mike has his information as well, so anything goes on the
Is that
courthouse.
Spelled Plunkett, is that right?
Double TS.
yeah. My commissioner, or my email's a little long, but Craig will get it to you and then I'll sign it and have it to you soon.
Absolutely, as soon as I have that, I'll get home and I'll get those kicked over to you ASAP today.
Perfect.
All right, thanks for coming in, appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, anything else, Craig?
That is all I have for you that I can remember. Unless you want to discuss the
We just-
rough drawings I have for you for the sidewalk and benches.
Yeah, I'll look down. So did they give you a time frame on the clock? When they think it'll be all painted, that's the only thing left to do is to finish up the painting, is that correct?
Painting and the flashing, they're custom bending all that to make it fit right. They were up there, and painted the frame. Excuse me, there is some touch up, I don't know if they're completely finished with that yet or not, so I'm still waiting on Kramer.
So have they give you any kind of idea when they're gonna be taking that scaffolding down?
I'm hoping they get it soon. Other than that, I do not have an answer for you until they contact me back.
Okay, so I don't know about these guys, they can say yes or no. I would like the opportunity to go up there and
Yes.
look before they take that scaffolding down.
Yes.
Yes.
Once they're completely done.
They still have 2 more walkthroughs to do.
Okay.
So once the flashing starts going up around the clock, that's when the owner and the job supervisor is going to walk everything. And then once that walkthrough is done and they get their punch list done, they will invite you guys to walk
Great,
it too.
all right,
Okay, perfect.
Great.
Okay, good.
all right. I don't have anything else.
Okay, we don't have any quotes on the roof.
We have 3, but I have to get them updated since it's been past 30 days.
Okay.
That's what I'm waiting on
Somewhere in
now.
our conversation.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
And then, as far as these drawings that Jeff gave me, this is like the proposal on how you guys want to do it?
Yeah. One of them, I kept it a foot off of the building since we have electric there, so I could dig it up if ever needs to be work done to it. So you'll have a gravel strip, probably a 3 or 4 foot wide sidewalk down through there with the benches on it. They're about 3 feet wide, and gravel in front of it to the existing sidewalk. And then the other one is coming 3 or 4 feet, or however you want it, 3.5 feet, I think I have wrote on there, coming off from the sidewalk, keeping the curvature of it, and you kind of have 2 benches facing one direction, 2 kind of facing the other one.
So I guess one question that I have is you're going to have the gravel, that gravel's not that easy to walk on.
No, that was my other question to,
Like if there's like a 3 foot, is it possible maybe to get some 2.5 or 2 foot pavers and put in?
See,
It'd be
that's
cheaper.
what I want to look at here, exactly what.
because
I know it's more work for you, but
you'll have about,
Gravel's going to be behind it.
Well,
So this
and
is
in
the
front of it.
concrete?
That's concrete.
Oh, okay, and then this is gonna be sidewalk or grass?
Come up here, Greg, to make sure we're understanding. But this is connecting to the existing.
That's the curvature that is connected to the sidewalk. There will be gravel behind it. This one here, I'm holding about a foot off of the building. You have 3 or 4 foot pad. The benches are 3 foot exactly. And then you'll have gravel in front of it.
So this is an option.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
This is what I was
Both of you
through
guys
and try to, I
and
found it work better, not having to walk on the gravel.
Okay, because that's, I do not want them to, otherwise we're gonna have to do something else or have a,
yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
ADA
So
situation.
you're, I would like, so you're saying put the concrete as a arc with the curvature of the sidewalk now, and that way they don't have to go into any gravel.
Yeah.
Gravel would be
Right.
behind it.
Have you put it out to anyone yet?
No.
So I have a business card of somebody that would like to quote it.
Okay.
So it'd be, and they said
Talked
they're
about in the beginning.
insurance approved, it's sitting on my desk at home. So when get to that point, if I don't get it to you, give me a call.
Yeah.
I'll try to
Maybe
send
we
it
could
to
do
you when
a
I get home.
landscape, Maybe some plant, something back here in the true, at some later point,
Maybe some
instead of just
flower-
having
maybe
the
some
bare
flowers.
gravel. put
Yeah,
some
and you know, like,
bushes or something back behind it.
well, and something that, isn't too evasive, like a hosta or something,
Just not what we have at the corners, they're going everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
Because we had an issue with the bushes before going into the cracks of the foundation.
okay, all right.
So that's,
This, and then you mentioned you would do a pad down on this corner.
Yeah, I would do, have a picnic table up by the buildings and then 2 little nooks on each side with the sidewalk coming out. More people would like more seating kind of out of the
Yeah,
sun.
so I think we need to proceed with this one right here.
Yep.
And get quotes, and if he's got somebody that wants to quote on it.
how are you doing the gravel here?
Pretty much
On the
wherever
corner.
there's a pad, there's a sidewalk, gravel everywhere else. These will be up by the existing sidewalk on each side of the steps, gravel in and around behind it. Excuse me.
Okay, but these here, is there
There'll be a
picnic,
sidewalk. You'd
picnic
actually-
tables, though, you
Sidewalk to the
walk
pad.
on the
Yes.
concrete?
Perfect.
Yes.
Walk on the concrete around it, and you got
Yes.
room, okay. That's,
If
because they
we're
don't
going-
pinpoint that, that's why I'm asking.
I just kind of rough draw on it.
Right.
Because I have to know, are we going with the same picnic tables that they've got around the square? Then I can get measurements off of that and determine how big of a pad.
I would like it to be the exact same
Yeah,
ones.
that
Picnic
makes
tables
sense.
and benches.
Yeah.
So if we
And
need to
then-
figure out where they got them from, then,
Right, and then, like I said, I've done mention to Craig, I have, the town has 2 benches that people would like to donate.
Okay.
So and I told him I'd like this to be done by the pumpkin show. So if we
That's
get
right.
quotes on this, we'll make sure they can get on it, pretty quick and get that done.
yeah.
So we got 2 benches, and then we have 2 left then?
And
No,
then
2,
the
3,
same,
4
If you
left.
guys are all right, there is, I'd like to throw in the repairs on the sidewalk also.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yep.
100%.
I'd say, and honest, well, if we're doing this arc like this, we might lay it out, we might actually be able to get maybe another bench or 2 in there. I mean, like,
If we can
Tighten it
leave-
up.
If we can leave it wide enough where I have somewhere to push some snow.
Right.
Because I don't have a lot without tearing up a whole lot of the yard right there.
so we can maybe eventually get maybe 5 benches in there, maybe,
Well,
we-
see, here's the center, that's, the center sidewalk would be.
Right, so there could
So, yeah,
actually
you
be
could
one.
probably get 2 more,
Yeah, yeah.
because it could be, this one be
It can be
shifted.
shifted, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we can talk about all that when that happens.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, appreciate it, Craig.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Thank you, Greg.
Cool, get quotes on it and we'll get the ball rolling. Like behind that, though, with it being on the north side, like if we did anything from a greenery standpoint, I would just throw some pastas in there.
Yeah.
Die out, come back every year. They're not too they're not too bad as,
Do we want to do anything on the east corner? There's already a bunch of stone there next to the bathroom entrance. Do we want to do anything there?
I think it's
Just
already
leave-
done.
just
It's
leave the
already
gravel.
done.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep it,
I'd say if nothing else, we may need to have that area open if you might be able to put a bench up beside the fence if anything, but I kind of leave it open because that's about the only way to get back in there and lower pumps or anything up in there.
Okay.
It's hard to
yeah.
have
You-
a 400-pound.
You got a leak to fix in there too, from
Inward.
stormwater pouring
Yeah,
down in the
I gotta wait
bathroom.
for the scaffolding to move.
Right, sure.
Okay.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, thanks, Craig.
Thanks, Greg.
Sheriff's Department?
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Lee Davidson from the Sheriff's Office. I'm actually here on behalf of Mike. He was here this morning, but had some family stuff this afternoon, so he asked me to go over this stuff with you. So we'll start with the O'Mara blacktop work. This is for the 5,100 square feet directly in front of the jail on this side, on the west side. As he mentioned to you guys before, we had gotten some quotes for doing the seal coating and stuff like that, but two of the companies said that they wouldn't even touch it because there was too much damage to that front area there. So the quote from Dave O'Mara was $15,700. That covers the entire front area. That would be removing the parking blocks, tearing up the pavement, putting all new pavement down, putting the parking blocks back, repainting, everything would be brand new on the front, essentially. We still would need with that other company to do the seal coating around the other sides, but that quote was somewhere in the 3,000 ballpark, I think is what that one was. But it would probably be even lower because they're not doing the front now either. So that would be lower than that, would be my
So
guess.
for the whole front parking lot, right? Or
Yeah, the front parking lot, that's the front parking area, in front of the garage where the entrance into booking is, and then the side that leads up to where the generator is and where the fuel pump and everything is.
You don't have any free help in the jail that can just go out there with a sledgehammer and bust it up, do you?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, so I have a question, because I thought they quoted $4,000 for something. We
So-
got that money from
That was for
Verigy.
the alley.
Oh, yeah, that was for the alley.
That was for the
So
alley.
we're asking, we got a quote from them to go ahead and do the parking lot while they're here doing the alley.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I must have missed that meeting.
It's, uh,
That was just repairing some stuff on
So that will take care, because I did go down and look, it does look pretty bad.
Yeah.
Where it's all heaved up around that post, all that'll be taken care of
That's all being taken care of by,
with the road, with the alley? Okay, yeah. I looked at I think it definitely needs to be done. I mean, if not
And
this
we
year,
are
next
able to,
year.
we are able to pay for that out of the jail maintenance fund, correct?
I'm assuming you would be.
Yeah, I don't
able
know
to,
why.
since it's for the jail parking.
before you do that, you might want to just let me show you everything, and then, in case you need to prioritize, I don't know how much is in that account for the rest of the year. How much are you looking
You
at?
can always appropriate more.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I mean, that account has plenty of money in it.
Okay. I wasn't aware of how much it was. I just want to make sure I presented everything to you guys.
Okay.
Do you want to vote on that, or do you want to move to the next thing? And then
I
come
mean,
back?
I think we ought, if it's okay, if we can go ahead and do it, I think we ought to just go ahead and make a motion to get the blacktop done and,
And paid out of
Jail
Liberty
maintenance,
Jail, correct?
jail maintenance fund.
So,
I'll take that as a form of a motion.
Yeah.
Do we have a second?
you got something you
second,
want?
well, I was going to say the dollar amount. So this paving is 15,700, and then, do you have the original quote for the seal coating?
I don't have the original, but I have the money.
Was it already appropriated
Yeah,
for that?
yeah.
Okay, so we're just adding this
And
appropriation.
subtracting,
Okay,
and then
got it.
subtracting the difference.
Gotcha.
So we have a motion from Roger and a second from Jeff. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the other is the stand-up refrigerator in the jail,
Is it a one-door or two-door?
two-door.
Okay.
Yeah. So to repair it, you're looking at $1,170.
What brand is the old one?
The current one?
Yes.
It is a Phoenix Refrigeration, sorry, Everest refrigeration model? Does that sound right?
Makes sense.
So when I talked to Mike about this, the one that we have currently down there was manufactured in 1995.
Okay.
To repair it and get it working again, right now, you're looking at $1,170.42. However, it was built in 95. There's a compressor for it, would be $3,000 if we have to replace the compressor on it. This thing's going to nickel and dime you to death, basically.
It needs to go. I
Yeah.
can't believe that brand's lasted that long.
And this is the washer and dryer?
No, this is the
Walk-in freezer.
refrigerator
This is the reach-in,
in the kitchen.
regular
reach-in.
standard two-door.
To replace it through Phoenix for the Everest refrigeration model, you're looking at $4,864.90. Mike went to Central Restaurant Products and found a comparable, found comparable refrigeration units there. The mid-range, like the low-end one, is like $1,829. The warranty's crap on it.
What brand?
That's Hubert Company. The mid-range one
is a Tosa USA model,
Okay.
$3,099. That's kind of your mid-range one. It's got a 2-year parts and labor warranty, 5-year warranty on compressor, continental United States only. The best option, and this is what Mike's recommendation was, is the Trolson model number CLBM, $5,500,
Warranty?
6-year parts and labor,
Yeah.
7-year compressor. So Mike had concerns when he started going over the warranty for the Phoenix refrigeration one, the one that they provided. Overall, your best warranty and life is the one that is the $5,500, the Trolson model number. And he went through, like, line by line on these warranties to figure out which one was going to be the best
Yeah,
one and
yeah.
stuff.
Beverage, Jared Trolson, and True are gonna give you up to a 7-year.
Yeah.
So it's, the high-end one's 55, and then the other one was 4,000 and what?
$4,864.90.
Okay, so $700 more for a lot better unit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, trust me, I
Yep.
would not put any of don't wanna bash any of them, but for our type of institutional type facility, go with the
We're
7-year.
gonna take that out of jail maintenance too.
He did say that comparing, like, so there's a lot of different refrigeration units out there, commercial refrigeration units, and they are kind of designed for the facility, like what the usages of those facilities would be, and that's the one that they
Yeah.
recommend. Same with the washer and dryer when I get to that.
The 2 lower end ones are something you'd put in a food truck.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't last very long.
Right.
Do we able to put that form of a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the
Trolson.
$5,500 option there.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, and last but not least is the washer and dryer. Currently, the washer and dryer is
Aye.
Band-Aided. He's gone over this, I think, pretty extensively with you guys about those washer and dryer and the age of them and stuff like that. Give me a second here, there's a lot of paperwork.
I think the biggest thing was trying to get something apples to apples. I don't know.
Yeah, the Milnor is like, he went through and kind of did some comparisons for correctional facilities versus other stuff. What you're looking for a jail facility is a pretty simple setup. Push button, not a bunch of fancy buttons and bells and whistles and stuff like that, because you don't know who's going to be operating it. It's being operated in a very, like, if you get into some of your higher end hotels and stuff like that, they have all kinds of crazy options and stuff, but we don't necessarily need all of that.
And this is for a washer and dryer for the jail, correct?
Correct. So the total price for the installation, replacement, and everything is $19,067.80. That's a Unimac 40-pound cabinet for the washer.
Can you give me that price one more time?
19,067, so 19,067 and 80 cents.
80 cents?
Correct.
This one's gonna be.
There was a,
I had some here.
Okay.
hold on a second, that was the Unimac. That's the lower end model one, okay? The Unimac one is. When it came to comparison for continuous heavy-duty operations, structural durability, wearing life, rebuildability, simplicity of institutional maintenance, and just long-term life cycle of them, the Unimac is at 20 to 30 years, really designed for hotels, healthcare, and apartments and hospitality. The Milnor, which comes in at $24,900 for the full package. So you're looking at 25 to 30 plus years, and it's designed specifically for prisons, jails, hospitals, military, and industrial laundry facilities.
Does that come with installation also?
Yes, it. I'm almost positive it does, yes, I'm sorry. I'm going,
I was talking to him.
what's that? Oh. I'll have to double, yes, that includes installation, sorry. And the warranty for that, you're looking at 3 years factory parts and 90 days of labor. When they come out, he was talking about how when they install it, they come out and show him how to do the maintenance on it and stuff like that, so that they,
Can I see them?
yep, you want all of this? Or?
I just want the two quotes.
Okay. There's this one and. This is the one we proposed. That's the other option.
I'll give them right back.
Yeah, you're good.
Which one did you propose?
Mike is recommending the Milnor, the 24.9.
You know why?
Because it's designed for a healthcare or a jail facility, it's going to hold up a lot longer. You got 25 to 30 plus years of service on it.
Is that the same brand of what we currently have?
I don't know. I wish Mike was here. I don't know what the brand name of that
I
one.
was just curious, because that one did us
25,
25 years, so.
right at 25 years since manufacture.
So it sounds like these are not even two comparable
No.
options, right?
No.
So is there not another comparable option to this Milner that would be this,
Well, the Unimac is the closest to that.
that's the closest to
Yeah.
that? Okay, yep. I mean, that's what, 25% more money for this other unit?
$5,000.
Yeah.
If you're inclined, this is something that could wait, that he could, if you have more questions on it. He's got it Band-Aided right now to continue operating at the moment.
So I would like to hear why I know
Yeah.
if it's designed for that atmosphere, I'd like a little bit more about why it would be a better option than this other one.
Okay. You wanna just
And I
table
think-
this
I think
one
we need a
until-
little bit more, like, I'm in tune on the refrigerators, I know it, because that's what I
Yeah.
do for a living. So I
Mike is
know
the
what-
expert on this. I'm not going to act like I know everything about this, so if you want to table it until next meeting.
Yeah, and then we
Could be
will,
here.
they'd give him a little bit more time, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't, maybe he can find another option that's as good as this Milner.
Okay.
So we have two quotes that are close.
Yep,
Uh,
you got it.
Cool.
Any questions
So
for me?
I'll give you an example, like, and check the brand of what we currently have, right? So if it's the same brand, then it kind of can give me a better
Yeah, yeah.
understanding as to the $5,000 difference, but,
Yeah.
so.
Are you gonna give it back? Mark, are you gonna give it back?
Give that to me when you're done.
If you give that to him,
I'll trade you, and Lee, when you're done, Lee, when you're done with that, also, trade you pens.
I got to do it for every day, guys. You guys have anything else for me?
No, I don't think so.
I guess, why both Highway Garage are signs that are up, has anyone gotten any feedback, any, all positive? I sent the landowners, just so you're aware, Lee, City of Batesville did put some trail cameras up at the boat ramp.
Yep.
So, trail cameras on the boat ramp, we put the signs up, like, hopefully, everything's working well, so,
We've added targeted enforcement too.
Okay.
As soon as you put that up, we had one of our deputies out there writing tickets within half an hour.
really.
So talking about the signs, I had a gentleman from Napoleon ask a few months actually before we started dealing with the other two areas, if we could get one on, is it State Road 48 that runs into Napoleon there? 229 and 48 run into Napoleon in town. He said that he thinks the big trucks coming and going from the quarry are speeding and all this and that, and wanted to know if we could get a flashing sign to put coming into Napoleon. And I told him I'd ask you guys, but I don't know if we can or not because it's a
It's
state.
state,
road.
you'd have to call the
yeah.
state.
That's what I was thinking, so.
That would be something with a state garage. Do we have a contact for the highway from the state garage? Maybe it's something you work with Jason to get a
I
hold
mean,
of somebody?
They've
and-
got one coming into Osgood, right in front of the school there, so it's
Yeah.
not an unusual thing for them to have those flashing signs.
Yeah, but we're not going to buy it.
Okay. I just want to, and I told
For
him,
their road anyway.
that's kind of what I told him. I said, I don't think the county will put the bill on that because it's state road, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's your opinion on, so we have these in place, or what's your opinion on how long we should leave them there? Because it was a full intention to kind of move them around.
Move 'em around.
So what's a good time frame? Think we should leave these in a specific area?
Starting off, we would recommend 30 days, and then we'll just kind of play it by. 30 days gives us an opportunity to gather enough data in that thing to see what kind of traffic patterns we're looking at. And
Okay.
then, once we look at that, then we can make a recommendation to you guys of whether you should move it or not.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then, and on the other side, like if someone else comes up and has a suggestion, if we get more phone calls about speeders and stuff like that, we take them and move them around as we go.
Because I know we have the gentleman that came in here, I'm just thinking anybody that's made a formal request on, correct New Marion Road, we told him we had this sign option available coming, so I think that would be a good area for one at the next month or two.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right, thank you.
I'll be upstairs if you've got some visitors on the schedule for later, if you need something.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm gonna stay.
Okay, thanks, Lee.
I'll go with that.
Now, there's one place on Michigan Road on 500 North. Was my first one.
I
But
thought that was where we was going to put one originally.
I did too,
Yeah,
but
so,
yeah, then the die on 450 South.
yeah.
Yeah, so let's give it some time
Give
and
it some time.
move them around. Jason, how were they moving and setting up and everything? Like, I mean,
Not bad.
no. Okay.
You can go ahead and come on up whenever you're ready.
State highway,
Okay.
the other one bad, is for,
All right, thank you.
thanks.
Hey,
What's
Roger,
that?
There
What's
it
that?
is.
Map from 1921.
Let me see it, let me see it, let me see it.
It's old. About old as Jeff, but.
Yeah,
Shoot. I think it's a little older.
Whatever. Let's see, chip and seal update, we're setting about 60 to 65 miles done. The rock's holding up for now, so we'll play it by ear.
Okay, so you get,
Sales is not crushing because plant went down last week. They're hoping to be back up this week.
how's Napoleon?
Still about the same it was, we talked about it. Yep.
Okay,
Let's see, we got the hydraulic reports back for Cave Hill Bridge, the new one. They're putting a new bridge plan together. We gotta add overall 33 feet to each beam, so another 9 feet longer than what we anticipated to stay out of the high water zone. That's it,
how much more?
3 feet on
Three-
each end. so
3 total
6
feet?
yeah. Per beam, so there's 3 beams, maybe 9 feet total.
Okay.
So, just to get us out of that flood stage. Y'all know more, that was just what I heard today, so.
And that's Bridge 9, right?
Yep. That's it,
And you will be making it 3 feet higher,
longer,
longer.
yep. It just puts the abutments further out in the field, 3 feet. I think it's make a bit different.
Gotcha.
so on that drain down at Dewberry, is that going to be a long-term issue, or I haven't seen
No,
anything going on, have they
Okay.
done anything?
I know we've been filing chipping, let me, write it down. I'll send him down today, well, depending on what time they get done. I think we're gonna backfill that up to their rock wall, or whatever they got there, and just make it a gradual slope, so it goes across the road.
Okay, yeah.
Because the drains, we don't know where it's at.
I'd do away with that underground issue?
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
that
went
makes
down,
sense.
2 or 3 foot, and it was just laid up rock. We never did find the pipe, so
Yeah.
unless we tear it all the way out, but we figured if we just slope it with fill, then it'll just go across the road.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, what is that, 925 or 9,
I was going to look it up,
I can't remember what the,
Dewberry, 575?
575,
575, yeah.
575 and 900.
yeah, that's what it was. There, okay.
I got a question for you.
Gotta go, Jeff, gotta go.
What is the depth that the electric's supposed to be going underneath our county highway?
At least 36 inches. That's what I've been telling them since I took over. I don't know what it was before then.
Well, there was a line located on 875 and it was only 1.5 feet deep.
Really? Who was putting
It
that
was put in
Decatur?
last year.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
They usually call me, like the fire.
Because I think I might have called you, or maybe it was Mark, because I thought they had to have a permit and it's only on a road cut. And I seen him putting it in, because I never did see it done.
Whose house?
So it's a secondary line.
Oh, it is, okay.
Yeah, but this electric company put it in.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 36 inches.
Well, I don't know, how can we fix this problem if they're not deep enough? Do we need to
Hydraulic
start
up
doing a
there, yeah.
permit? Should we start doing a permit so we
I
can go
think
check
so,
them?
yeah. That would probably,
You can take it home if you want to look at it.
I don't want,
I mean-
I'll look at it here afterwards. It's distracting me.
I don't know. I could call Dearborn County and ask them. They'll like fiber 36 inches below the lowest part of the ditch.
Well, see, I got fiber running on there, and then they checked it, and it was only 1.5 feet deep. But they're going 4 or 5 foot under it, but,
Gotcha.
I'm just letting you be aware that,
No, I mean.
or should we
you know,
do something
we could
about
do a
this?
permit. I've get asked all the time about permits, and I just don't, we don't have nothing.
Right.
Make something up.
Maybe we should figure one out, and I'll work with you on that.
What about the driveway deal? Did we ever figure out something on that?
The ordinance you sent me, is it like real expansive on
not.
that? Are there
I
any
don't know.
elements out there?
We can add to that or what? I don't,
Try to do that, and then also, you never heard from American Heavy Haul, have you?
no, I forgot all about that. It's been, it's almost a year. Minute.
I think it's probably gonna take a lawsuit.
Yeah, that's the ones, went across the bridge in St. Mary's.
It's a transformer.
Yep. I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago.
I don't think it's two.
It's close.
Man, I can't remember. It's one or the other.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
Oh, I remember the situation, I don't have.
Yeah, I
pinpoint
think it was last year, wasn't it? I think it was.
Maybe it was, last fall.
Working on two. Maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna do dumb stuff, you need to cover our expenses.
Yeah, they still owe us a few dollars on that one. For the inspection.
How's, did you give us an update on the chip and seal?
It's about 60, 65 miles,
65 miles.
roughly.
Half done?
We don't know the, no, 210, so our goal number is
It's not gonna run out of rock.
probably. Yeah, we're using everything we got stocked up at the yard. We got
Okay.
a few thousand ton there, so.
All right, any other questions for Jason?
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, see you.
Thanks, Jason.
Jesse Vogel with Globe Life.
Yes. My name is Leah. I'm actually here on behalf of Jesse today.
Okay.
You're writing down my name. It's
I was.
Leia, actually.
Okay, and what was your last name?
Hudgens, Hudgins.
Thanks.
Yeah, got you. Yes, I am here on behalf of Jesse today and Globe Life, so nice to meet y'all. Mark, Jeff, Roger, John, Amy. Happy Monday.
Thank you.
You guys have a good 4th?
Yes,
Yeah, no one caught anything on fire out here.
I have all my digits.
Got all your digits, all your hands, no burn marks.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. What was that?
Probably, I
A little less hearing,
I
that
did not. Huh?
Good, yes. Well, thank you so much for your time today. So like I mentioned, yeah, I'm here with Globe Life. So I don't know if you guys are familiar as much with us. We have been an established partner with Ripley County, I believe, since 2010. I got a little bit of background before I came in here because it sounds like we've worked with you guys before. We just haven't been in to enroll any employees in the last, it's been over 3 years, something like that, since 2023. The background I got was that it sounded like too many cooks in the kitchen at one point with a lot of different benefits providers at one point, and I got a list of who you all brought in, and I would have put a pause on things too if I were you guys. It sounded like there was a lot going on. So with Globe Life, it's in the name, right? Globe Life, we primarily cover a lot of the life insurance. And what it sounds like is there's not a ton of life insurance options currently available for the employees. The biggest gap that we come in to fill is allowing our benefits to be permanent and portable. Because one, I'm sure we're all going to die at some point, right? All the employees are going to die at some point. Can't tell you how or when, but death and taxes, 2 things that are guaranteed in life. Our program does help out with both of those. So does not cost the county anything to continue being partnered with us, but it will provide a tax savings for the employees and the county at the same time. So With that, like I said, biggest gap we come in to fill is the permanent and portability of the life insurance. So allowing your employees and those here at the county to have something that they're able to take with them. So my goal here today is to bring this back up to the table, kind of represent this to y'all and figure out a way where we can kind of collaboratively move forward to open up an annual enrollment with Globe Life again. One of the biggest things we find as well with our municipal groups is we do also have options, again, with them being pre-tax portable, options paid up at 65, which a lot of folks like. But with our municipality groups, I do see a lot of folks who are able to take advantage of options that say they've had a heart attack or cancer, those with pre-existing conditions, right, that are going to find it being harder to get covered with any potential life insurance coverage. Again, the death and taxes, all guaranteed in life. So we do have some options for those folks as well as dependent coverage, spouse coverage, things of that nature. I think I'm hitting all my main points here. So with that, again, and we understand efficiency is a big thing too, right? Every department head works a little bit different, so the way we kind of do things is very different. We'll connect, we're here to be a blessing, not a burden to the county, right? So I'll be able to connect directly with each department head because they all work differently, right? Our police have different shifts oftentimes, street department will sometimes work different hours, so I'll be able to connect individually with each department head and schedule around what's going to make sense for them and those groups of people. Efficiency is important to us, but really just looking to bring that up once a year for that annual enrollment. I know the last time we were here, we had a number of participation. We've had a lot of participation in the past as well. So again, for something that doesn't cost the county anything to continue, and knowing that there are gaps still for those county employees, I would love to bring this back to the table. Jesse, who's obviously not here, but Jesse and myself would be your main points of contact moving forward for the county. Are there any questions?
At one time,
Yes, sir.
correct me if I'm wrong, at one time, Amy, we had several different companies, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
night.
And now it kind of gets done through because the county provides a life insurance policy for every employee. It's 1.5 years of their salary. So that is typically ran through that group.
Yeah, so from my understanding, that policy does stop at the door when the employees leave, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Am I correct with that? Yeah. So the biggest gap we come in to fill is permanent and portable. So it's always good to have those term policies in place, right?
They
'Cause-
have the option though to get more from standard.
Okay, yeah. So again, oftentimes we do find
That
that,
is portable.
that those do increase in price or decrease in face amount when the employee does leave. So our group life does not increase in price, decrease in value, anything like that.
If we allow, like,
And we do work
we've had,
alongside.
at one time, we had like Liberty Mutual guy come in here. I mean, this is what I'm going to tell you. If you want to send an email and mark it to our group, you're more than welcome to do that. But as far as allowing you to, like, saying, yeah, you can have an employee meeting or us advertise or us, and this is my opinion, not theirs, because they weren't here the last time this happened. Last time somebody asked this request.
And this
But
doesn't have anything to do with her, God bless you.
no, it's not at all.
Yeah.
But is what I have to be, so basically is what you're asking is, can you come in and market and sell your insurance products to our employees?
Well, what we would do is, because there's two
Yeah.
no-cost benefits
But if
that we
you were-
set up all the employees with.
If you were to ask us to do that and take it out via payroll, then it all goes through her office. And is what was
Mm-hmm. Right.
happening at one time is we had Liberty Mutual, we had Globe Life, we had Standard, we had Allstate, and then every employee,
Aflac, we had
every
all.
Right, and
every
that's,
employee was getting marketed by multiple people, and then one employee from one would pick up the insurance for one, then Amy's department had to open up a payroll account.
Right.
To be able, and it has to happen, so in my opinion, unless these guys have other, I appreciate the presentation, but I'm
No,
a
you're good.
I'm a no.
you're good, well, and that's what was communicated to me before, is
Yeah.
that there was
It has-
all of that going on.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, I would have been like, Okay, this is,
Yeah.
First
this
in the
is,
office, it was a payroll. I was in
oh, I'm
So-
sure,
but-
I'm sure. So I
I
was just
will-
going to bring it and see if we
I
can
will-
at least bring Globe Life back.
I will ask this question. Can you quote us a year and a half salary for, can you quote us what we're already paying for?
So we do things differently, and that the premiums are based on age rather than, so it's set up through,
This is an additional life.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm
So
saying,
it
if you can
works a
quote
little
our
bit-
standard, and if you can quote our standard and give us a better cost than what's, we're paying standard, then I think you would have an opportunity
But
to,
this isn't like the
so
state.
that would be
Then-
like
okay.
comparing a carrot to like
Okay.
a zucchini.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I can't give you, yeah, does that make
Yeah.
sense? It's a
And I don't-
different policy. It's a
Yeah.
completely different policy than what you guys currently offer with standard. What's offered with standard is going to stop at the door,
Yeah.
Isn't portable, likely increase
I
the
don't know,
cost,
do you guys
decrease the
have
It
value,
also
so,
has additional though.
yeah.
Like, you have additional life insurance that is portable when they leave, if they want to take that additional.
Do you know if that increases or decreases?
We get it, yeah, we get it every year. Do you, I mean, do you guys have any questions?
That's off-
Like-
I have a couple.
Yeah.
Right.
Roger has questions. I give you my opinion on it only,
So
so.
you say you've partnered with us since 2010? So you have employees here now that actually have insurance through you?
I'm not paying, they might be paying it on their own, but I'm not paying anyone out of payroll.
I was told there was a bill still being paid.
So I guess my thing is, I want to make sure that anybody that's relied on your company to have a life insurance policy is getting serviced right now. If they're paying you for life insurance, I want to make sure that they're still getting continued coverage, and I'm not sure that that's what's happening.
Well, we haven't been able to come in and
So I guess.
continue enrolling.
So that brings up my point. So if you don't have access to them, then you're no longer going to give somebody, say we say, hey, you've been here 2 years, or we let you offer this insurance to
Is it
somebody.
Liberty?
Liberty National, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure anybody that spends
You're
their
with
money on
Liberty
insurance-
National?
Yeah.
I think
Like
they-
Liberty National.
I chased that guy out of here a couple of years
I
ago.
think they,
There was an older gentleman here and he got so mad, he brought his bosses came in
I
here.
had to call the sheriff's department to come and get him out of my office.
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry, we had 2 employees.
and I'm a salesman, that's why I sell stuff for a living. That's my real job. And
I want to know who
felt,
this was.
I don't know, but I told him, I said, if you want me to sell your insurance, I said, I'm not gonna do it. You can go on our website and get everybody's email address and send everybody an email address that you want, and you can do the research. And he got mad. I mean, his bosses were here the next meeting.
We do have 2 employees with Liberty.
I
National.
appreciate you,
I was
you.
unaware of that, so.
So
Interesting.
yes, we are, if there is one under Liberty, which is, we're still gonna service it, but we are not gonna promote it internally.
Okay, fair.
So I really appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
And this was a lot better experience than the last guy that was
Okay,
here.
good, good. Is it something you guys think you would ever be open to exploring in the future?
I mean, I've been here for 7 years and I've never had an employee say that this is a service that we need. And I think the reason why is because every one of our auto insurance agents can supply the same type of, I go through a local broker and they can get it. I mean, I have an outside one on top of the one with my employer.
Okay, yeah.
But along Mark's question earlier, you guys don't offer a similar type of insurance policy that covers the employees while they're on the work, while at work, that, like you say, that stays within the door, that you want to quote that? You don't offer that type of product?
No, so we're different than other insurance providers that way. Yeah, so there's not just like one blanket group policy, because there's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
That's what the last guy said that was here.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank you
you
for your
very
time.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Janine, are you ready? Or you're on here at 2:30. Do you waiting on people or? No, I'm good. Okay, yeah, come on up. Boy, I'll tell you, I mean, that older guy came in here, he was in Amy's office and he wouldn't leave. And I said, we're not gonna market and give you access to sell your stuff here, right? Like,
That should have been really interesting. I'm Janine Ostendorf, and I'm the founder of Ripley Care, and I'm back here to let you guys know that we haven't gone away. On June the 15th, we were made aware of a hoarding situation down in Holton, Indiana. Supposed to be, and I did not see this, but supposed to be 23 to 25 dogs kept in a house, and they were not well kept, and they were, unsanitary conditions according to the caller. I told the caller, we have no authority. You need to call the sheriff's department, call the dispatch, and also call the Ripley County Board of Health. Because if people's living in those kind of conditions, that's probably not a good thing. I would think that that would classify as hoarding if you had 23 dogs in your house, maybe. Hoarding is against Indiana law, so it could be, if we get police involved in some situation like that, then it could be prosecuted through the prosecutor's office. There has to be a report made. That called, I went and got a log from the dispatch because I wanted to check to see if that caller in fact did call that in, because I don't want to be the one calling them all in, naturally. So I went and got a call log, and according to the call log, we had 141 in 3 months, just from March till that day. 141 calls in the past 3 months. There was 9 bites. 12 were like abuse, and 7 were from the dog warden. And if that pace keeps up, we'll have well over 500 calls to go through dispatch in a year's time. And as you guys well know, for 2 years, Ripley Care has been here advocating for a shelter and an animal and ACO. And we still advocate for those things because Ripley County needs them, and we feel that we have showed enough facts, and with the call logs and all the calls going through dispatch, I think it's warranted that we do have animal control, and that brings me to ordinances. We talked, you and I talked, and we've all talked about the ordinances that we need to do something with them. It would not only help Perry, who is currently our dog warden, it would help him tremendously if he had some fines and fees that he could go by. In other words, some rules for him to better implement his job. We're just a small nonprofit. We just started 2 years ago, and we have a Facebook page, but it's a private group, so not just anybody can get on that one. We had a public page, but we took it down because there was some questionable statements made on that public page a little over a month ago. So we just took that one down. We don't use it anymore. On the fines, if we had the fees and the fines set up in Ripley County, the fines would only apply to people who are absolutely not taking proper care of their animals. It would not involve everybody, that lives here. It would just be the people who are in violation. Recently, it was about the middle of June, there was a Facebook post, and I went and looked because I needed to go down that road anyway. I was supposed to go to a graduation party, and I didn't know where I was going exactly. The post was, the dog was tied outside with no shelter. This was, I'd say about the 15th or the 16th of June. It was right after I got the call from the guy that he called. He was from Rushville, and he told me on the phone that he'd seen this place in Holton. So I don't know. The call went in. I don't know if officers went and checked. I haven't talked to the sheriff's office about it yet. As a small nonprofit, there's not a lot we can do. We don't have the authority to rescue these dogs unless we have cooperation from the sheriff's department that can go with us if the dog needs, in fact, rescued. And we do use the body scoring chart from Purdue. We go by that on whether it's emaciated would be a number 1, and number 9 on that chart would be a dog that's too fat, like my beagle. Anyway.
Sounds like he needs to go hunting.
You don't know what rabbits are. He never knew a rabbit till, he still don't know a rabbit. For the wellness of Ripley County, one of our big concerns as Ripley Care was the fact that rabies is trying to make a comeback, and that there has been some rabies cases close by. Decatur County had one. With the collaboration of Ripley County Humane Society and the Ripley County Health Department, we've got in place the clinics now, and the next clinic for spay neuter will be July 10th.
Okay.
And if anybody's interested in that number, that's 317-675-0072. Anybody that needs a dog. 317-675-0072. That takes place at Ripley County Humane Society. But don't call them, because they are not scheduling the appointments. July 10th is the next one. And we'll have one again coming in August. We're doing this every month to try to do something about our overpopulation in Ripley County.
I really appreciate that. Your organization.
With the collaboration, and that's another thing,
Yeah.
working together and working cooperatively with these different groups, and we want to work with the Sheriff's Department, we want to work with the commissioners to improve things here.
Yeah. Can you give me,
I was say, go ahead and give that date and phone number again in case
Okay.
anybody's watching, they want.
Okay.
They want.
It's July the 10th. It'll be at Ripley County Humane Society, and that phone number is 317-675-0072.
Thank you.
and are you taking donations or anything?
Oh, we take donations anytime
Okay.
anybody wants. We got an
For that,
open
okay.
account at Napoleon State Bank,
Perfect.
and that money goes to help sponsor these clinics and keep things going. And, it's not a lot of money that we get a hold of, but we're improving things.
Yeah, I do have, I don't want to cut into your.
Okay.
I do have a question, because I don't want to get too far down the weeds here. Can you give me an example of an ordinance that we don't have, that we should have, like on a fee, like?
I gave you a whole list of what other
So-
counties' fees
Yeah.
and what they're doing in other counties. I
So-
figure we can use,
Yeah, 'cause it's
we could
what-
sit down and use that as a guideline.
Yeah, is one thing that we need to figure out is, how much longer Perry's gonna do and get the ball rolling on some ordinances.
Yeah, it would be good if we could get them going, so he would even be able to see the value of them before he does leave that
I think
position.
he needs to be involved in it too.
Last I
Maybe
knew,
give him
he
a
was
call.
set a couple of years, and that's been about 6 months ago. So, we're talking maybe a year and a half, give or take. So, and as we all know, time gets away from all of us. The one thing, we've done our part in trying to shut down a puppy mill in Ripley County. We've done everything we know how to do. But recently, this individual or this business, whichever you want to call it, has advertised another breed. So she's had Frenchies, and she's had Cockapoos, and she's had doodles of different kinds. But now she's got Shih Tzus. And she's got pictures of them up, and that is a Shih Tzu mixed with a poodle. So they're Shih Tzus. And she's got on her webpage, you can see.
There's no cussing in a public meeting.
This is not
I know,
cussing.
I'm kidding.
This is not cussing.
I'm kidding.
You would know it if I was cussing. In my opinion, that's not a hobby breeder, and I looked it up. Typically, what does a hobby breeder have? They have 1 to maybe 3 maximum intact females, which are, animals that are meant for breeding purposes. And what we're trying to cut down the population, not make it worse. But that said, there is a meeting here tomorrow night with the BZA, will be about that subject. So that anybody listening, they might want to come if they're concerned about a puppy mill in Ripley County. That meeting will be tomorrow night at 7 here. And that's all I got. I mean,
Well, I
just wanted
appreciate
to
you coming
report
in.
to
Like I
you.
said, I know you keep on hearing this from us, but
we're going to keep on doing.
something's gonna change.
The ordinance
at
is,
some
what-
point,
in
and
our
start-
opinion, everybody, we're up to 1,000 now, and I speak for everybody that has joined our group. We feel very positively that ordinances need to come before the ACO, because he's got to have some fees, and
Yeah.
that's not my job, but, as a leader of this organization and this group, I want to tell everybody, we really do need ordinances for this county. One, for vicious
I
dogs
pulled
is
up,
not
I mean, a
enough.
couple of months ago, I pulled up Franklin counties and like, I mean, it's, you know,
The city of Versailles has got a real concise to go by. I mean, if you go get a copy from town hall and read over it, you could use that as the go-by to write new ordinances for Ripley
Yeah,
County,
I'll look
because
that one up.
I've read them all. I've read all the county ones that surround Ripley County, and I've went through all the towns, and most of the towns have got an animal ordinance within their limits. Napoleon does not, but most of them do. And I got a copy of them in my file at home. And I've read most all of them, but Versailles is really
I
concise.
appreciate that.
And thank you for your time. Appreciate what
Thank
you
you
guys
very
do for
much.
Ripley County.
Thank
Good day.
I want to interject here. One of the occasions when we were talking to Rob Bradley, the sheriff, he said that he would be willing to try to help with writing ordinances. So
Okay,
I just thought I'd put that 2 cents worth in there,
yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
which is that he would be a help, I would think.
Yeah, I guess we can start signing paperwork.
Well, we want to we was going to talk to John about the issues with, do we have
Yes.
any recourse? So we're having multiple issues with evaporation pump
Evaporator pumps
over at the courthouse. Is there any way we can go back on to the
Thank you.
main, back to Vergy for like a lemon law type deal? I mean, he's already replaced everything on the 3rd floor. I mean, there's 34 pumps over there, and they're not just out of warranty, and he's already replaced 6 of them, and they gave him more because they think there's going to be more going bad. That just, to me, that just sounds like a bad precedence. That's, yeah, right, yeah, and I mean, it's a little different than just having one little issue or something, but it sounds like we're going to have multiple problems with this AC unit over there going
Forever.
forward.
Yep.
It's
Every year.
Condensating units, correct?
Do we have any recourse? Go back, breach a contract or?
Or we'd have to go back and look at the contract, and then whatever the warranty is on those things. What did you say the warranty duration was?
They said we asked, it was only a 1-year warranty, but we asked for them to be extended because we never got a 4 years use out of them because they kept delaying it, and then all of a sudden, Craig comes in a couple months ago and said the warranty's over. They said they're washed their hands of it, it's done.
This is where it seems like probably to call Rick Anderson, I think.
Yeah, I don't know that what, you know,
Maybe I'm gonna pass this number to Jeff or you,
Yeah.
because I'm not getting anywhere.
Maybe we need to pass it to John.
You can send a letter and stuff, but a lot of that will be based on what the contract said. The question is,
And if he can't give us like I said, I called him, I don't know, when we were trying to talk about that system stuff. And then he was supposed to give me a quote on it. We asked for like even the cost on an extended warranty, and we never got it.
Right.
So,
maybe we have to pull the contract down, take a look at that again, we'll have to dig that out. Unless it's their names on it.
if you would, that would be,
Warranties are only for like so long, unfortunately, and then it's whatever is the manufacturer.
what is what,
Yeah, but
But
it was going bad within 3 months of starting up.
which, couldn't Verigy or Dunlap, whoever did the work, I mean, there's gotta be something on those from a manufacturer standpoint. Like, I mean, I believe from what I understand, is Verigy's scope of work the actual work that was done, not on the equipment? Like from a construction standpoint?
Or the
Or,
design.
or the design or the
They
equipment?
probably didn't offer any greater warranty, I'm guessing, than whatever the manufacturer's warranty was on the equipment, would be my guess. As far as if this is a problem that is a design defect, or if this is a particular bad batch of units, whatever it is, would Dunlap have any knowledge about the history of these things? This is something that they
Well, so
utilize.
from way, Craig, I don't want to speak for Craig, but Dunlop is the one that gave us the extra pumps because they knew they was going to be going bad, which that shouldn't even been their responsibility anyway. Because, it sounds like everybody knows that there's going to be a lot of issues here going forward, and I just don't think that's very good precedence.
So, I'm guessing that the specification wasn't a particular brand, but it was that it would do a certain job, would be my guess.
So I'm assuming it's an evaporator pump in the unit itself.
Condensation.
Right.
Concentration.
Condensating unit is what Craig called it this morning. Or-
Yeah.
or is
And,
it
you know, there's
something-
30, he said there's 34 of them in the courthouse, and each one, there's one in every unit, and he's already replaced 6 of them,
Condensating pumps.
and they
Sorry.
gave him 12 more for backups.
Send a letter to Dunlap because they did the heating and cooling.
They had
And also then
installed.
Verigy as the general contractor.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's gotta be a manufacturer.
But we probably need to take a look at the contract and then any specifics. Did they give a package of information as far as all the equipment? To Craig or
Not the-
anyone?
Craig would have it, yes. There was a book at one point that sat back there, that was ours. Craig should have it.
Well, I think we need to have a look at that condensate. Issue. 6 out of 34 being replaced?
They replaced, didn't they say that they
All
originally,
third floor last year.
last summer, right after they was put in?
How many more have gone bad since then?
I asked Craig to get all the, he's getting all the information.
He's gonna put it all in a, kind of like written up as the, how many, but I think it's where everything, yeah, it's where everything got convoluted, is the project took over extra time, and then they started our warranty a lot earlier than before some other things were straightened out. I mean, this building's been, probably has the same type of system in it, and I don't think he's doing any of that.
But when we did that courthouse over there, we also didn't do everything at one time. We just kept adding and adding and adding right in the middle of a project. You know what I mean?
Well,
But that, I mean, that was the main purpose, that was a part of the original scope of why we even started anything over there, was the heating and cooling system. You know. Do you have something, Lee?
Yeah, I think it's just my first day. I didn't get your signature on the O'Mara contract. Sorry. I come back up there, and it's like, the refrigeration one, I think is gonna be like an electronic one, or since it's approved, we need to get a signature on the refrigerator, so we're,
Wouldn't think you would need, 'cause you shouldn't need anything on it.
the O'Mara one had a sign.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, John.
Probably not, just a purchase order.
Hey, just for the record, if you don't mind, I told the women,
Over a year ago, during the first meeting that the council put together, I drafted an ordinance for Ripley County, an entire ordinance that took into consideration every county surrounding us.
Okay.
And I gave it to that board, and I was never invited back, and nothing ever came of it. Just,
Do you have a copy of it?
yeah.
Could you give it to us, Edward?
what's it?
The draft ordinance for animal control. It needed work, but it was a foundation.
I would love to see it, Lee.
I was there, I've got it at home, but I mean, if you can send it to him, yeah.
Yeah.
Early on, Lee, I thought when they first started talking about it, I tried to research as many as I could, and I thought I cut and pasted or clicked on the links
Yeah.
to send everybody. And
I have all of it electronically
did
still.
you do some cut and paste and put
Yeah.
it together?
I'll be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I used AI to put it all together.
Would you send me what you got? Because I'm not sure
What,
if you
that's
did or not.
exactly what John was gonna do.
Oh, I know, that's what. Both of our jobs are not on the chopping block, buddy.
I am surprised at how reasonably good AI can do with coming up with a basic contract.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't put any details about.
I use it every day. Everybody
Every
should.
day too.
It's
All I did was took like all the ordinances around us and said, create a version of this that's specific to a large rural county with a low population, and then it spits one
I'd
out.
love to
And
see
they will
it.
say, could you tell me a little bit more about your
Yeah,
situation?
and so it's a good
If
start.
you
though.
could, just email it to me.
Yeah, it's a good
And
start
I would
to
love
sit down
to,
with.
I'd love to see it.
I will add,
And
like,
go ahead.
I just told them that, like, I've investigated this complaint about the one on Hopewell Road, but as of right now, there is nothing criminal about that, okay? I will give a report to the BZA tomorrow or tonight, whenever the meeting is, about that, but I have put a ton of energy and stuff into that particular case. I agree with them that we do have a problem with animal control, and that when Perry is done, it's going to get a lot worse. And I think Perry's not going to come back after the January, is my guess. And we don't have anything in place to start dealing with these animals.
Harry came to see me one day some time back. and-
Yeah.
And we had pulled up the vicious animal ordinance, which basically just comments about it.
Right.
And I just thought, well, Harry, based on your experience and what you've seen and where the issues are, just jot down some ideas of what areas do we need to even address in town? And how would you think might be a good way? Because he's the guy who's had firsthand knowledge of actually having to deal with the calls
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You guys would be probably the second line on that one.
Well, he calls us. I mean, I was just on the phone with him last week because he was full again, and he doesn't know what to do with these dogs because he just doesn't have the capacity for them.
I think after 5 days, he should know what to do with them.
Some of them have to be held longer than that, though. So there's one that's over there that was involved in a bite that wasn't vaccinated. So it's got to be held for 10 days. That person is going to be criminally charged for not having it vaccinated, or we're sending probable cause to the prosecutor for it. That's
Yeah,
up
I'm
to them
kind
to
of,
decide
you know,
to
we
do.
haven't done it. I'm kind of thinking, maybe we should have I think we should get Perry in and talk to him in an executive session to see what he's wanting to do going forward, and we can
Yeah.
talk about some
I
different
think that's a
options.
good idea.
Because I think we definitely need to start planning on what's going on, we're going in the future.
Yeah, right now, I feel like we have a Band-Aid on the situation with Perry, but when he leaves, I'd be shocked if you found somebody that's willing to do what he's been doing.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, make everybody clear, it's not anything to do with personnel issues.
No.
No,
It's
It's a path going forward for
Yeah.
an animal control officer, for
So-
a dog warden.
You want to try to get that like set up maybe after our next meeting, or?
Yeah, something like that, and honestly, I mean, if Lee, if you would like to attend,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
happy
Bill,
to.
because I think we need to work hand in hand with what you know.
It's really
3,
about
4,
position
5, 6.
And what's been his experience, and what
That's
he
it.
sees as a path
Exactly,
forward,
yeah.
what we need,
Yeah.
what needs to be made, I guess, part of the job, and maybe not part of the job.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
let,
I would like to try to get a meeting set up with
Yeah,
with all
I
of
agree,
those.
just us.
okay.
And
Yeah, us
Perry.
three and Lee.
Perry.
And Perry, yes.
So Amy, I'll let you know, I'm going to try to do something around our next meeting, the 20th.
So are you gonna call Perry?
I don't know if I have Perry's phone number, so I'll have to get that from somebody.
I can give it to you.
Okay. And then our next meeting is an 8 AM meeting, so maybe at like 11:30 or something.
I think that'd be
Okay.
good.
Yep.
All right.
You're just gonna let me know so I can advertise it.
We need what, 48
So-
hours?
So would you mind contacting Perry, and that way you can put it on the schedule, whatever time? I mean, if he says 11 or 11:30 or 10:30, can you put it on the schedule with whatever he wants to come in? Is
Yeah,
that fine, or you
that's
want to
fine.
get ahold of him?
I mean, I
Let Amy
don't.
know.
Perry.
I would try to do it more like towards 11, just so
Yeah,
it's more at the end of the
Right,
meeting.
exactly.
You don't have to recess and
Yeah,
right.
reconvene.
I do not have his phone number.
I just sent it to all three of you.
Okay,
yeah.
so,
But yeah, I'll do whatever, I don't care.
If you want to contact him and ask him if he can come in at 11 o'clock for an executive session. If you don't mind doing that, and then,
I can send it to you.
yeah,
perfect.
all right.
All right, and I was going to ask you that, like, I mean, I know they were asking about these scenarios, this, the puppy mill, the calls coming in. I mean, you guys, like this most recent one, have you guys done anything?
I don't know about the one she's talking about.
Okay.
I gotta do some digging into
Okay.
that one. The puppy mill, I've been out there. I was just out there last week.
Okay,
And that's been an ongoing thing with the State Board of Animal Health and stuff.
yeah.
I'm
There's
curious,
supposed to be a follow-up report from the Board of Animal Health, but I don't know if that's.
It's not gonna be done by tomorrow. I can tell them, I'll just tell you right now, that we went back out there. She's significantly reduced the number of animals that's out there. She has employees out there. The majority of the animals are being kept outside now.
Janine started to say something about wanting to go investigate a dog that was housed outside with no shelter and no water, but I don't think she ever finished the story.
Well, when she mentioned the dogs in Halton, she said that she went and got the logs, but then never brought it back up again. So I'm not sure which one she's talking about necessarily.
all these calls that she said that they've gotten so far, how many of them are repeat?
I mean, there's a few that are repeats, but we usually start writing tickets and that, like, we get those numbers that she's giving you is accurate. Like, we deal with that many animal complaints all the time.
Right, but is it over the same dog?
Not always, no.
Like, and is it like dogs that are loose, or is it like,
Dogs that are loose, dogs that are aggressive, dogs that are, I mean, there are some repeat offenders with dogs that release their dog. And those are the ones we start writing citations to, typically.
Okay.
We get dog bites, we get, I mean, it kind of runs the gamut. We get complaints about horses and cows and stuff, but not near as much as what we get with dogs, and mostly just dogs. That's the biggest thing that we deal with. Every once in a while, cats. I mean, it would be a great benefit to the county to have an animal control officer. With that, the funding for it and stuff, I don't know. Like, I've told them many times that while I love animals, I've got a lot of dogs and animals of my own, my priority is human beings in this county, and I barely have enough resources to deal with that, so.
I understand.
As much as I care about these
And
animals, I can't.
that's the most challenging part about this
Right.
whole thing, is that, you put a lot of time and energy needs to go into this, but there's also a lot of other pressing.
I would like, more than anything, to have detectives on this department so that we can investigate crimes against children. And I can't do that. Well, I know we've got the public safety funding, but there's some uncertainty about that in the next couple of years, so I'm hesitant to even ask for more. Because that's a long-term investment. If I hire another employee, that's another $150,000 a year and I'm just throwing it
Yeah.
out there, that you're going to have to fund long-term, so.
Yeah.
It'll
Unless I
probably
know
be more
there's
than that.
certainty. What's that?
It'd probably be more than 150.
Yeah.
I mean, that's salary and benefits for the year, I think, but,
Well, you gotta count the car too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that actually does count the car. But there's other expenses that we eat too for that, so.
Yeah.
But,
All right, Lee, we appreciate it.
thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thank you. So I have a couple other questions. So on this life insurance, so how many companies are we doing payroll deduction for on life insurance now?
We have one on Colonial, the two that are on Liberty National, and then the rest are on our regular. But we're not letting them bring more people in to get more deductions out
So
there,
you say our regular as in the one?
which is standard.
Is there a way to convert those people to standard where we don't have anybody? I mean, I don't mind.
I don't think legally we can
Okay.
because we let them set it
Okay,
up.
so I don't think we should, I don't think we should offer any outside payroll deduction type insurance plans other than what we're doing with standard.
Yes, I agree. Our broker,
Going
what
forward.
we're doing with our broker.
Exactly,
Is the only
right.
ones we should offer.
Right.
The only reason why these are still being offered is because they're like grandfathered in.
Okay, right.
Like all the other ones, like our Allstate, we dropped them. Aflac, we dropped that. Like, we dropped all of them. They had to pay it out of pocket. Like, when we dropped them, we told our employees, like, no more payroll deductions. But these two weren't told that. So we're still doing deductions for these two.
Okay, and then, so I don't remember standard, do they give us a quote every year on our insurance, for our rates for our employees for the year and a half salary?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember getting that last year. Did we vote on that?
Yeah, because you guys upped it.
But
Was that you and it was us?
Standard, you guys didn't do any changes to.
So they might have just told us but we don't send it out to other companies?
No.
No.
Okay,
That's what we,
Actually, I
that's
think
what.
she did.
She does.
She-
Apex
the broker
does. Apex
does.
does that. Patty does that and says it, and typically like.
okay, sorry, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
So
yeah.
standard basically didn't change, so that's the reason why we didn't see it, because the cost of it that was quoted.
There was no change in
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. And then, what we're gonna do on this $250, $500 deductible that we have got
Okay.
miscommunications on? What's
So-
going on?
As what I was told, that I verified is for your individual, it was $500 between now and December 31st. And if you're on the family plan, it's $1,000.
$500 more
Yes,
and $1,000 more.
yes.
Right, okay, so now that's the way it is, so that contradicts what some of us was told?
That's kind of what, yes. That's where, but that's it. That was the last verification I got. So she acted like, I don't know what we can do on our side. She said we can't change anything within the plan. So I don't know how we can fix it. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think the biggest frustration that comes in when we made this is we didn't know that it was this off year, that things didn't match up, that it was gonna happen this way. I mean, I apologize to all the county employees that it happened this way because we weren't really of the understanding. I thought it was June 1st. I thought everybody's deductibles reset June 1st. And it clearly was not. I asked Patty, how do we fix the problem so if it ever happens again? Because the reason why we're in this situation is because the IRS is basically telling us we have to raise these to fit the IRS threshold, whatever that number is, wherever it's at. So I don't know, like, if there's, how we can switch anything in our plan. Do you guys, do you have a suggestion? And do we, do we try to cover it? Do we, and how? I don't know. Like, the misunderstanding and not the clear, when we made that decision, it was not like, oh, by the way, this is gonna happen June 1st.
Right.
And it hit everybody in this mid-year, and quite frankly, it's always gonna be this way going forward. If the IRS changes it, we change the deductible, it's always gonna be this way.
Unless we can figure out a way to
The only way.
Change that.
Yeah, the only way we can change.
Is change your open enrollment.
Yeah, to change our open enrollment would mean that we would need to quote, get an insurance policy for 6 months until the next year, and then in 6 months, the auditor's office is gonna have to do all the enrollment over again, and then for the year. So I understand the frustration. When we made that decision, it was not clear to us,
Right.
but I didn't think of asking the question because I didn't know that it was different, the enrollment period was different than what the, I don't know, deductible reset is. She told me when I talked to her on the phone, she said not many people have hit their deductible. That's what she told me. She didn't tell me how many, but not many people. So I don't know, Roger, like when I'm saying like, if we fix anything, it's gonna have to come out of like, we're gonna have to do it like internally at the county, not through the insurance company. So, and I don't even know if we can change how much money's going into the health savings account now. Do you know? With,
I mean, I wouldn't think that you would want to because some people have their set up by what you guys are putting in because they're putting in the max.
Right, but
So they're basing theirs off of what you guys are putting in for them.
right, but if we was to give them more, they probably wouldn't be upset.
Well, I'm surely not, but
Yeah.
that's gonna be, I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm kind of, I
some
understand.
of that math's gonna be on us.
Right. I don't think, obviously, we can't do anything about it from the plan standpoint. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should look at later in the year, how many people have actually been affected by this and figure out if there's something we can do to offset that. By maybe helping cover, because I mean, I really feel bad because obviously it happened and then everybody was told it was only going to be half. And then, because that's what we were told. And then it's a smack in the face and say, no, it's not half, it's the whole amount, which I think is a ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wouldn't bother me to see us to try to help cover that extra half of their deductible if they meet it. By form of giving them an extra, that amount in an HSA.
okay.
One time, and,
Yeah.
I mean, but we don't know, we won't know that till the end of the year, to how many people that's gonna be affected.
And then would we be able to, Amy, like would we be able to do that with our budget, like with that gross amount that's in there? No, don't know.
I mean, I'd have to look at it, I don't.
So what
Depends on how much it is. I mean, we got 100 and some people on our, I mean, I understand that most of them haven't met it yet, but it's only July.
can we reach out to Patty and find out how many met their deductible last year, and kind of you have that as an average amount, just to kind of have an idea? I mean, this might be a $5,000 thing, or it might be 50,000, I don't know, because I don't know how many people meet their deductible.
So were you thinking just to help out the people that's using their deductible or everybody? And how about the people who don't take our insurance?
Well, I mean, we're not, this is just something because of the deductible change. I don't think we're trying to make.
Right, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
get, I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding it, what you're after.
Yeah, I think it's what he's saying, that we thought that it was only 50%. So like, if someone hits their deductible, they're obviously, if it's it's anyone that has anything outside of single is gonna get have $1,000 or more higher deductible between now and the end. So if they've already hit their deductible, thinking that, oh, okay, we already got it, and then we were under the impression, what Roger's saying, we'll cover, see if we can find a way to cover $500 of that for them.
But I'm not saying anything, but like if you worked in a company, a corporate world, they're not gonna do that for you.
No, mine
I'm
goes up,
sorry,
mine
they're
goes
not
up.
going to do that.
Mine goes
And I'm not
up,
trying to say what Roger wants to do is not right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
that at all. I'm just stating, and maybe
No.
it's because I want the extra
It-
$500, because I don't have the
yeah,
insurance here.
it doesn't,
I saved the county a lot of money.
yeah, I mean, I saved the county $25,000 a year by not using their insurance, and quite frankly, my out-of-pocket expense would be huge. But anyways, we both talked, I've said that 100 times. But yeah, I think we just need to look and see, like, get with Patty and look at it maybe in
I haven't
couple-
found the emailer.
a couple months,
Yeah.
to see
I
how
haven't found
many
the
fit there.
emailer, how many met their
But-
deductible in 2025.
Okay, all right, just going
Okay.
forward, it's still something we're discussing. Okay.
And like I said,
Yeah.
if any employees on here, I think we didn't understand it when that was, or this would have fully been relayed or understood,
Right.
and I don't know whether it was a miss from Patty not telling us. She didn't make it clear, but I also sat here making the decision thinking June 1st is when everything gets reset. I would have never guessed the two didn't match up. So,
Right.
and quite frankly, if we ever have to change the deductible, it's gonna happen again. Unless we,
Well, we know when it's gonna happen.
yeah. So, I mean, I'm sorry to any county employees that had that happen, but do you have anything else?
When the person from Indiana University that sent the request for the moratorium information.
Yes.
I mean, I feel bad when somebody specifically, we don't give an answer to them. So who should they get that from? Is that?
I went to respond to it, Roger, and I was in, like, I just wasn't in, like, I was like doing it on my phone, and because I was gonna respond back was, it's in a form of a motion in a commissioner meeting. That was gonna be my response, I just didn't send the email. Because that's what happened, there's not a document, an ordinance saying that we put a moratorium on, there's a commissioner meeting motion. I was more curious as to why that information's that important to them.
Well, I'm kind of assuming that this is a blanket email they've sent to a lot of different counties to try to gather information. And but I feel like we maybe owe them or some type of response. Yeah, you know.
I meant to, I was in the process of
Okay.
it, and then I just didn't send it. I backed out of it, so I'm like, maybe I need to put more information, or thought, call them and ask them why they're even asking for the information. Because it was kind of weird, like, should there have been a different way that it was done than what it was done? I mean, John, do you know the answer to that? I mean, the moratorium we have is the way we've done it in the past. It's a form of a motion, and it's an action made by the county commissioners. There's not an ordinance saying that we put a moratorium on.
I don't think we've ever done one that I recall,
Yeah.
and I don't know that anybody's ever challenged it. Is the person who's asking just someone gathering information?
Somebody from Indiana University is gathering information, the
Can't find
digital communication
documentation on the
specialist
county
at
website.
Indiana University.
Would have been in the
I
minutes.
don't know if they're doing some sort of.
That's what I was gonna respond back. They have to go back to the minutes. Like, I mean, it's not, we don't advertise on our website, we put a moratorium on that. It's kind of,
I mean, we did vote on it, so.
yeah. So that, Roger, if you want me to give them a response, that's gonna be my response, is check. I just couldn't, is what I wanted to do is check and figure out what meeting minutes it was actually
Right,
on.
or,
so
I mean, or
could-
that, or tell them if they want to get on an agenda and come here, we can discuss it
Yeah.
in person. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe reply, do you want to reply
Yeah,
that to them?
I will.
Okay,
I
okay,
will.
all right. Okay.
I think we got it, what, Tuesday, end of last week or something, when I saw
Yeah,
it.
it was just, it's,
I was doing something
Second.
and like,
It's on the second.
on the second,
Got it right
yeah.
here. Yep.
So the van, the coroner's van there, I just sent an email earlier. It looks like it'll be ready to be gotten rid of here, maybe the next meeting or two, so just bring that up. That's all I have.
What I was wanting to bring up, she's here to ask.
Yep.
What you got for us?
My question was, I thought that had already been asked, but I was told it wasn't. The Thomas and Skinner property, they were wanting to know if we can use that as overflow parking like we have in the past. It would be for cars to park back there.
The property we just purchased?
Yes.
Are you here as 4-H?
4-H, yes, sorry.
I thought that was assumed that that's what it was being used for.
It was discussed at the park meeting
Okay.
it's for parking.
Yes, yes.
But we had the cattle people still wanting to put stuff out there, and it was discussed on the west end. They would only need about an acre of it. It'd be the opposite end with the cars come in.
I have to orient myself.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
down by the horse barn.
Yeah, okay.
It's to the
So,
west.
yeah, down by the horse farm. The original proposal was like right in the middle of it, right? And that was.
No, it was on the east.
I didn't look at the
Yeah,
original.
it was on the east,
I'm
so
not sure.
yeah,
Middle
I'm
east.
fine as long as like there's nothing pertinent and after the fair is gone.
No,
Then-
no, and it's mainly for cars. Last year, there's complaints saying that we stopped parking. We didn't stop parking. We had so much rain, there were inches of water standing back in that field. It didn't drain well.
I was in that field over the weekend, and that field, it's dry now, but it has like, it's crunchy. The ground is from where water just sits there and like gets algae on it.
Well, and I didn't even realize it. I had actually, my husband was gonna do the track, and he said, hey, I need you to take me out to the tractor, and he had it parked back in that back corner in that field, and so we went out there, and I was like, oh, there's
Yeah.
water just sitting here on the ground and not,
So I
not
think,
soaking in.
and I think we need to let the park board know that they can use that. But I think the park board needs to dictate the terms and conditions. They need to give 4-H the go-ahead to use it. I don't think we should be telling 4-H to use it when the park board should be managing that. Does that make sense?
So I guess that also goes back, it's fair to say that that's a part of the park.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I don't think I think the park is questioning whether do they have to come to us to get permission to use it?
I don't think so.
The park board. So I'm thinking, is that something we need to make in the form of a motion for the park board to go ahead and give permission if they want to?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say for an indefinite standpoint that as of now, that new property is being managed by the park board.
Do we need to make a motion for that and vote on that?
Well, I'm just saying, there's no meetings I mean, I have a meeting tonight, but they don't have a meeting before fair.
I mean, as long as it's suitable for
Parking.
parking, then I don't have an issue with it for
Yeah.
this year, but going forward,
Conditions.
as long as the
The
conditions
terms and
are.
conditions of it,
But
yeah.
I'm saying,
Like, they're not
If there's
gonna
a park board
sink
meeting,
and rut.
just-
Yeah,
you find out if one of them can say, yeah, it's okay.
because that tells.
So I want to give the park board control of that property.
Yes.
That way they can go to 4-H and if there's something tore up, then they can make sure that it gets fixed.
Yes.
I don't think we need to be the middleman in that.
And that's fine. I just,
Yeah, right.
it was.
I agree with
property you
that.
just bought, so I just
That
wanted to make
was
sure.
somewhat discussed at the park board meeting, but there wasn't a quorum to even vote and say either way, really. It was just,
Yeah, there was only 2 people at the park board meeting. They shouldn't have had a meeting at all.
Yeah.
that
As
day.
it stands now, that property was purchased in the benefit of the park.
yeah,
And
Did they not know that people were gonna show up though, and
I
then,
don't know.
I mean, that could
The
have
park-
very well happened.
She mows it, don't she?
yeah, she's mowing the
I
heck,
mean,
it's
yeah,
like golf
it's
course.
it's part of the park.
Well, I think the bottom line is, I mean, obviously, the park board's kind of the one that oversees that, but it seems to me there's no issue with parking as long as you do it when the conditions are appropriate.
Right, or fix it when it's done.
Well, and there was a lot of
So,
complaints
but
last
there
year about
wasn't,
people
somebody
parking in
was wanting to
town.
put cattle out there and this,
Yeah.
and there's so many other things they're wanting to do. I just think the park board should manage that and say, that should be up to them to say yes or no, not us.
Right. And it kind of was at the last meeting. It was okay for parking, and the cows had to go back in the back acre on the west end. That's what was discussed,
yeah,
so.
yeah. So
Okay.
as it stands now,
Okay.
Since there's not a meeting, and if
Yeah.
anyone wants approval, take the lead on this one and say it's
Yeah.
okay. But going forward, it needs to go
Yeah.
to the park.
All right.
But make a motion so we can give park board full
I'll
control.
make a motion to make the park board in charge of the new piece of property.
Okay, I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, because
Thank you.
I
Is that all
mean,
you needed to?
the county's mowing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just wanting to discuss that the parking and the cows are supposed to be in the back acre
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
west end.
And I mean, like I said, if they.
Because that's all they said they would use is an acre. So,
They don't need much. I mean, they
But
put
but-
some panels up against their trailers.
yes,
and-
but everybody's available to be able to use it as well, just not certain people. They said that.
It's
at
always
the
been
meeting.
that way.
Okay. I
Anybody
made it
can.
clear though,
Yeah.
you know,
And yeah, it has always been that way.
okay.
I
I'll
mean,
go
they
out
have to-
there,
They have to all
Cows
set
might,
up
you know,
their
cows
own-
might be eating some cardboard from all the fireworks that were shot off.
I'll
on it.
spray paint parking area and trailer parking area. That way they
It-
can't question it.
And if it, I mean, like I said, if it gets rainy or something, then it would probably, you know, I would suggest parking the trailers and the trucks that are gonna be sitting there all week anyways. Even if
Yeah,
it is
we
wet.
tried-
Actually, if they're taking up too much, they need to take their tractor, or trailers home.
We tried, well, that's where they keep their stuff, because they can't keep their stuff in the barns. So, the only ones that are allowed to keep
Why
their
can't
feed and
they?
stuff in the barns is the cattle, and that's between the ties, because we don't have
Because
space.
there's not enough room.
There's not enough, we're out of pens. I mean, we are assigning
Okay.
and telling them they have to put at least 2 pigs to a pen this year, because we're out of pens there. I mean, we were overflowed last year.
Okay. Okay.
We actually put.
I didn't realize, I always thought they had a station for feed.
I mean, you can put them up on top if your pig won't jump up there and get it.
Gotcha.
So, but
Showed
yeah.
in there
And that's
10 years.
Yeah, the pigs were the ones on the tops, and the cows are in between the pens, but everybody else, there's nobody can keep their stuff in the barns. So,
Okay. Well, I look forward to the 4-H fair.
I could put it underneath the grandstands, all the cages are pulled out.
I know it.
She didn't hear what I said.
I think my mother-in-law or someone asked me the other day, when's the, or my brother asked me when I'm like, well, it's the best fair in southeastern Indiana. You should know when that is.
It is. Actually, we're top 3 in the state,
Yep.
so.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a good day.
Thanks.
Yep. All right, before I ask Amy to come up, anything else that you guys have? I can't think of anything, but
I'm looking at my notes here.
where's your, you don't carry, what happened to that Post-it note thing you carry around?
I just start writing on the agenda sheet. Yeah, I think I'm good. If I think of something else.
You'll think of it as
we're gonna-
soon as Amy comes over here and stands here.
No, I'll wait till she's
I
done.
gotta go prepare for a hearing that I have.
All right.
Thursday morning,
Thank you, John.
or try to get it resolved. One or the other.
Hopefully get it
Still
resolved.
be gone.
That would be, I think everybody would be happy with that.
Mark, did you get an email from Jody Comer about Holton Water needs a signature for?
Yes.
Can you do that, please? That needs to be
They
done.
send that to me all the time, and then I don't see let me see. I remember seeing something.
If you want to forward it to me, I'll print it, you can sign it.
Okay.
It's just for the quarterly report that
Oh.
they do for it, but it has to have his signature on it.
Gotcha. Have we heard any more about Hoosier Hills on the money that they're supposed to be using? Did the State Board of Accounts,
I have a number, and I've been trying to get a hold of the Department of Treasury, but good luck with that. I was on hold all day one day.
boy, I hate to see that go to waste. Because I know Holton, they came to us last year wanting to promote,
You can't rearrange money though, right?
I know-
It had to
I know.
be- It had to be occupied by
But
the
they're-
December of '24.
But now they-
Used by December of
So-
'26.
So they have to the end of this year? So I've heard two different. They have to the
They
end
have
of
to
this
use
year.
it by, they have to ask for it by the end of this year.
Right, so which originally we heard May or June, like if they didn't use it. I heard they
oh, I
was getting
thought
ready
it
to
was
lose it.
December.
It's by end of this year, so he'll still have time to use it.
They have time to use it, but I don't think they got the project going
Yeah.
yet.
But don't they have to ask for it after the project's done? The money to pay, or they can, okay. I didn't know if it had to be done first.
But it's at least gotta be approved.
Right, right. Designed, whatever they're doing. I just got the word though,
Do
Holton.
you have it?
or Napoleon's not gonna be.
I'm
doing
looking at the
water park.
attachment and I don't see anything to
Will
sign.
you forward it to me?
I don't see like anything, send form.
Basically, what they.
I
You
saw
can't
like,
even forward it to me?
I just did.
What was discussed,
But I don't see anything on it to send,
parking and the-
like I don't see an attachment or
I
nothing
just
on
want
it.
to try to make sure they get it clear in their head, this is what was discussed.
Right.
It was taped and everything, so. Because I know probably what's gonna happen, if you don't pinpoint it, they're gonna say, well, this is where I think it should go, so. I'll get a hold of, talk to Rob and them about it.
There's nothing on it. You didn't forward me nothing.
Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
It must just be you, been working outside too much.
Man, I've been freezing this whole year. I mean, my hands feel like they're
It
ice.
says I need you to sign a form, but I've not seen a form to sign.
Was she sent it to everybody or just you?
Just me, I think.
Say, because I haven't
Like
seen
only
it.
him, because it's just, the quarterly report that like Southeastern Indiana Regional Planning Commission, they do it all. He just has to have his signature on it.
Got you.
Like, it's for that Holton Water Project. It's a federal grant.
Yeah. All right.
I emailed Jody. Hopefully she might email me back before.
So do they require the president or just one commissioner?
I think the president.
Okay, because there's actually one commissioner is appointed to their board. I don't understand why they wouldn't just have that commissioner sign that when they're at a meeting
Well, because I don't know that it always happens during the meeting.
or at the next meeting or whatever. Anyway, all right.
I mean, I guess I'm more than happy to sign.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It just so happened they sent me, the email says, will you sign the form? And there's no form attached to it. And then sometimes it'll happen, then they'll send me an auto signature one, and then it comes from the auto signature company, not from them. And I don't know what it is.
June 22nd.
Do we have a motion to make a motion for the meeting of June 22nd? Meeting minutes of June 22nd?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And then claims, payroll.
Do we have a motion to pay the claims and payroll?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 And then I need a motion for the covered bridge certificate. We have one covered bridge that we get paid for, and it's the one down, the Bushing Bridge. We get $1,850 a year for it.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I have the Osgood Public Library Board of Trustees is wanting, Tina Wallace is the current appointee, but she is moving. They're wanting to replace her with Linda Majeski.
I think, and to go along with things we've done in the past, I think they should come here and ask for to be put on that appointment.
You can do that?
Let me see it real
Unless
quick.
you guys want to disagree.
No.
Should we have an interview as well?
Yeah, I mean, I don't interview, but in the past, on some
asking.
positions like that or appointments, they've at least came and said, hey, I'm so-and-so, and I'd like to be put on that board. And that way we can
I
vote.
can do that.
Yeah.
I can email them.
Oops, hit the mic.
Linda Majowski.
Just let me have it. We're done with that. I have your budgets done, I didn't really change anything other than the social security. You guys told me not to put a raise in for you, like, This one has no change, this one has no change. No change, no change, no change, no change.
And then you did
No
you tell Roger that we asked them, we're asking for more money for the park?
No, I didn't get to talk to him about that, no.
The edit tax, we asked for more
He
money
had
for the
a-
park.
Asked me to up to 30, from 30,000 to 50,000 on maintenance of the park. So that's up to council, but
And
just
then
so
I
you're aware.
changed the amount for the Ripley County Economic Development because there's an estimate out there, it lowered, because the lid's gonna lower it, edit's gonna lower, and certified chairs is lowering. And then we put an $8,000 credit in there for Bridge 9, for edit.
He was okay with that increase.
Yeah, I'm fine. for the
And
first
then
one.
the dog warden, the only thing that was changed
But
was
they
the
got it.
salary.
So that's what, I mean, I know we should have already had this done, but I would, on the budget, for that particular reason there, I would like to wait till we talk to Perry, because I think we may need to add some money for whatever we're wanting to do for that whole subject. I don't know if you want to approve it now and then make an amendment to it, or what would.
I mean, you're just signing it to say that this is what I'm gonna give to council. I'm not gonna do council's paperwork probably for another couple, 2 or 3 weeks.
So we can go ahead and give them this,
Yeah.
and then we can,
I
we want
just-
to change
yeah,
that, we
We
can.
can change it, we can initial it and change
Okay,
it.
all right.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Because I probably won't make the council's books until
Which-
the 1st of July.
Which we put that request in there last year.
And then on the county general one, the only thing that I changed was the social group insurance and perf. I put your longevity in there. There was no change to, I didn't put a raise in for you guys, because that's what you guys told me
And
to
you
do.
put none in for council? Okay,
Council or you,
that's what Mark said he wanted to do.
okay. I mean, I'll do what you want me to do, but,
They're gonna change it and do whatever they want anyways, but
and then these are the salary.
they're probably gonna give themselves a 5,000 a year raise.
And you guys all don't have to sign them if you don't want. I mean, there is no sense in everybody's signature being on them unless you
Okay.
just want it on
You
there.
just want to look at it.
Yeah.
You want to put it on or not?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 2% raise for employees, is that set in stone?
No,
No,
So all
No.
that's negotiable, even though that's what they told
I
everybody
did
to
not
put in?
put 2% in for mine. Well, I
Well,
did for 2 employees
Yeah.
now because 2 of my employees are leaving when I leave at the end of the year. So I put 2% in there. Well, not leaving at the end of the year. I had to get rid of one today.
oh, I'm
So I
sorry.
put it back down to a 2% raise for that one, and a 2% raise for the one that's leaving when I leave at the end of the year, because there'll be new people in them positions. I'm not giving them a huge raise. There's a girl that's sitting there that's working her hind end off that I put in more than a 2% raise for.
That's
That doesn't mean I'll get it,
Right, so.
but I won't try.
So you hire them?
All I can do is try.
Understand. Yeah, they all got changed last year,
Yeah.
so. Mark, what's that question I need to ask Amy about our gross income?
Oh,
How to,
if he,
I need them.
oh, sorry. If he puts money in his health savings account, does it show up, it's subtracted from his W-2, I think, his gross income on a W-2? Do you know the answer to that?
I would think so, because, it should be because it's not taxable.
Yeah.
It goes on the line item.
It goes on a line item on your W-2, I think.
It shows on there. Should show on your
your
W.
total, but it'll show a total gross, but then you have your deductions untaxed, okay. Reason I'm asking is because of Social Security, because if it's over 24.5 or 25.4 or something, I gotta pay the difference, because I did sign up for it, so.
Good for you.
My wife is, should you not?
Sucks when they tell you you make too much money, doesn't it?
Well, I should be,
Do you have Adobe sign?
That's what it is?
Here, I got it right here. Print it.
so it'll be on there no matter what, so. Your total.
They didn't want to take that.
I think I'll be a grand over.
Second one, I'm not signing.
Who's that for?
Right.
I need to get my
I'm not
phone
signing that.
receipts in one of these days.
Gosh, I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to switch. If I can guarantee that another brand works for my house, because they want to be able to read it. But Verizon's the only one that I've ever had that I
Yeah.
know works, you know what I mean?
Maybe it's getting pretty expensive.
Deny the second one.
Okay.
No one signed it.
How much has he got on that thing?
Got all of his, however many text messages he sent,
Tell
phone
me
calls.
not to in here, you got his signature there.
Well, I guess today was the official noon deadline for anybody of the
Dadgone, I knew I
other
forgot
party
something.
to sign up for reelection. From what I understand, they didn't have anybody sign up.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I forgot all about that. I remember you mentioned it
Guess you
Friday.
guys can say you're stuck with me for 4 more.
You're gonna get by cheap. That's awesome.
I won't be here for you to put up with me.
I know, quitter. Quitter.
I wouldn't be here anyway.
Oh, you would have found a way. If you wanted to. So, I never did get a chance to read here. What are the Hicks brothers doing here? Is it just a renewal? Well, good luck.
So do I need to sign, I probably don't need to sign these ones for that are for my phone?
You don't have to.
Okay. Okay. That's all like that.
Thanks. You know, Brad and Bart?
I didn't get to read what's last name.
You didn't get it?
I got it, I just didn't open it.
Hicks?
Hicks,
For you?
I know the names. If I seen them, I probably know them, but
I'm pretty sure Bart is a banker,
Yeah.
isn't he? I thought so.
I think in Madison or something.
He's like a big, like, he's a, more like for the farmers. Cause I'm pretty sure he's my banker.
Yeah.
so how'd the fireworks go Saturday? Good?
Just a long, I mean, just long days, nothing crazy. I mean, we had,
No, you didn't get no rain hit you that Saturday?
we cleaned up Saturday night. Boss man said,
Thank you, Ron.
we're working really hard, there's storms coming through. Everybody else was sitting in there, cause Hamilton and everybody else, Hamilton, Mason area, where the shows we had there, they shot the fireworks show off and then sat in their trailers for an hour waiting until it quit.
Really?
And, we got it done just in time.
Wow.
And, yeah, we were actually at a shoot site for New Richmond, Ohio, which is west of Cincinnati. Then on the other, they shoot the fireworks off on the other side of the river. Interesting experience in the hills and hollers of Kentucky. The guy that owned the property said, throw it on a pile and burn it. So we lit the match. It started raining. We left.
Who do you help shoot fireworks on?
Yoakum fireworks. You know,
We done?
Yep.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, it's a lot. I think I got 45 hours in 3 days.